All-Star Game, presented by Orlando Health.
And welcome to another Varsity Sports Nation production. Jared Oliver, Conrad Volch on the call for the first 2026 Cure All-Stars game. We are here at East Ridge High School between the Osceola County Warriors and the Lake County Soldiers. Osceola County dressed in the black uniforms, Lake County in the white uniforms as well. We have a lot of players still trying to get some extra film, a last chance to suit up, put the shoulder pads on for a night of football. Conrad, what are you looking forward to? Obviously, this event means more than just football. Everyone's been affected some kind of way by breast cancer or cancer in general. What are your thoughts on just what this event means every year?
Oh, I think it's a big thing, Jared, because, I mean, one of the two things that I think that really bring people together and really provide a distraction from everything in the world is sports and concerts. And when you can bring people together to have that distraction, but also to bring awareness to something like that you just said, we've all been affected by it. I've had family members. I'm sure you've had family members too. And it's one of the few things in this world that can unite everyone together, and adding football to it as well makes it a huge deal. And the fact that it's been running for as long as it has is a huge testament to how much it means to people. And also, too, it acts as that all-star game. It gives you extra film. Some of those guys maybe need that extra game to show that D1 coach or even D2 coaches to get that full-ride scholarship. So getting to have these guys have that one final game and potentially get a win to end your high school career, that's a big thing to play into as well.
Should be a great night. This is the 11th Cure All-Star game here in Central Florida. Head coach for Lake County is going to be the South Lake guy, Brad Lord. And for Osceola, it's going to be Taryn Mallard, the head coach for Point Siena. Captains are on the field. We are almost set for kickoff. You're watching Varsity Sports Nation from East Ridge High School. Welcome back to East Ridge High School. We just had the captains on the field. Lake County will receive the opening kick. And we are almost set and ready here to go. Once again, a lot of these guys have put in so much hard work over the last 4 years, and they're going to have a chance to do it one more time. We won't actually have kickoffs tonight. They'll just spot the ball at the 35-yard line. So Lake County will have the ball first. And the starting quarterback is going to be number 13, Jacob Kinsey out of Leesburg, 5'7", 170 senior.
Yeah, Kinsey comes in averaging just over 130 yards a game, nine touchdowns, also has 5 rushing, so watch out for him on either side.
And Malik Holman gets the first carry of the night, a gain of 9 on the play. He's out of South Lake, the 5'10", 195 running back.
Yeah, he had a great body of work this season. Just under 140 yards a game and 9 rushing touchdowns. He had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons for his junior and senior year.
Actually, check that. That's Tymere Gaines out of Mount Dora. Jumped the gun there, but that's the QB design. Jacob Kinsey picks up the first down, and that should move the chains for our first down of the evening.
Picked up a first down. It'll be
Yeah, usually for the all-star format like this, it's a lot of these teams only get maybe 2, maybe 3 practices together. So the first series might see some rust being shaken off, but after that they should be able to gel pretty well.
First down, another handoff on the ground to Gaines, and this time stood up in the backfield. There is a late flag. Good pursuit there by that Warriors defense.
Gaines on the carry.
I think what's so interesting is to see how quickly they can put together a playbook. We see, at least on this side, for Lake County, they're using some numbers. I imagine they're just going down the number on the play chart and just calling what they can to keep everything vanilla.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially the fact that you have 22 starters on offense and defense, and the fact that you can now. Granted, the playbook's going to be very simple. You're not going to have things like trips right, mustard 12, 2687.
Yeah.
But the fact that they can pull all these guys together and play a game and play it pretty decently, that's a testament to everybody involved.
So a 15-yard penalty is a first down for Lake. It'll be first down here and a throw downfield, and there we see some miscommunication. Intended target was Amarion Jackson out of Eustis, and that's one of the first times we've seen miscommunication. I imagine we'll see a lot of that tonight as well.
Yeah, and very fortunate that wasn't picked off. There was a couple DBs there for the Warriors deep in coverage, so.
Second down for Lake County.
All right, so second down and 10 for Lake County. First throw of the evening, incomplete for Kinsey. He'll throw it again, this time underneath, and loses his footing, trips up. That's number 4, Kamar Williams out of Tavares.
Yeah, that might be one that he'd like to have back. He had a lane cutting up that left side, but just lost his footing on the grass, and that's going to set up a 3rd and long versus a potentially 3rd and short.
We usually don't see, or at least the last couple of years, we haven't seen a bunch of high-scoring Cure All-Stars games, but, we'll see how things shake out tonight. Throw to the far side. That one is complete near the first down, and a big hit on the far side. Should be good to move the chains.
Kinsey's pass is complete to
That'll be
12.
Kedrick Powell out of South Lake, 6'1", 175, a big body receiver.
Yeah, South Lake with the most players on this Lake County side, and they had their best playoff run in school history, made it all the way to the regional final. So good to see them represent here.
Lake County goes quick. Here's Gain on the run, trying to get to the edge. He does.
Number 5, Tamir,
and that'll be good for a gain of, looks like 8 on the check that 9.
Give him 9 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 1.
I guess you could say Gaines early on is living up to his name. Gain or gaining of yards.
Gainage, yep.
Ball spotted at the
Lake County using tempo here on this opening drive.
Yeah.
Back to Gaines, slips through, up the middle, runs into his own guy and into the end zone on his feet. First drive of the game, Lake County finds the end zone.
For an 18-yard touchdown.
I mean, just a perfect drive. I mean, not a whole lot of passing, but sometimes in a situation like this, you don't need passing. And, between Gaines and Kinsey, I mean, they just carved up that Warrior defense.
So an excellent drive by Lake County on for the point after try. Preston McGann, out of Tavares.
McGann's kick is up, and it's good.
And McGann puts it through. No rush on the kickoffs tonight for point after try. So it's 7-0 here. Lake County, perfect on the opening drive. We'll take our first break. You're watching Varsity Sports Nation. Lake County goes down on their opening drive, 7-0 score. We'll see what Osceola can do here on the opening drive. Come out in the shotgun. They hand it off. Starting quarterback for the Warriors is number 87, Amari Rutland out of Osceola. That is correct. He's a quarterback. We're wearing number 87 tonight.
Yeah, normally wears a single digit in high school, but sometimes in a game like this when you kind of get the jersey number you get, that's sometimes the one you land on. But there's been guys throughout college football that have worn odd numbers before.
Yeah, more now than ever before. And here's number 87 trying to imitate his kind of own receiver kind of style, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of 2, and it'll bring up third down for the Warriors.
It looks like that was Chase Coelho that got in on that defense there. Even on the previous play, Kellen Hatcher got in there. So this run defense by Lake County is it's only been a couple plays, but they're coming after that starting offense.
Good on paper as well.
Absolutely.
A lot of talent. So it'll be third down and 7 for the Warriors. Slow to get the play in here. 8:32 to go and counting here in the first quarter.
Third down, Osceola County.
And we've got a whistle on the field. It's going to be a delay of game on the Warriors. First mistake of the night goes to Osceola. And as we mentioned, most of these guys have not played together before, maybe in Little League, or just growing up in their respective areas. But you got to anticipate some pre-snap penalties here tonight.
Definitely, and a lot. Really, I guess the guys that have familiarity with each other is Osceola and South Lake, because they played each other in Osceola's last playoff game back on November 21st. So
third down, they keep it on the ground, and good pursuit there by Lake County. Hit in the backfield. Looks like a loss of maybe a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down for the Warriors.
Yeah, Tyson Williams, number 34, getting in there quickly. And, I mean, you love to see the team swarming after the football. And what all that really means is ultimately you want 11 hats getting to that football. But for this Lake County team, every play thus far on this first drive, there's at least 3 to 4, even 5 guys getting to that football to prevent any positive yardage.
Caden White, Trey Punter, back to return for Osceola, both from Toho. Lake County set to get it back to try to double their lead, possibly. Ooh. And it's blocked in the air. Still on the ground. And this will be great field position for Lake County.
About the 6-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for Lake County. 1st and goal, check that. 1st and goal.
What a start here for Lake County. I mean, they already have the good run defense and able to get back there to rush that punter. I mean, that's a great start.
So that was Kamir Williams and Tymir Gaines back there to return it, but didn't have to do anything. They'll take over with great field position. Lake County inside the 10-yard line.
And a quarterback for Lake County, number 15, Ray Jenkins from Umatilla.
So Ray Jenkins in at quarterback, hands it off for a gain of 1.
Picked up about 3 yards.
Yeah, Ray Jenkins, what a great body of work he had during the season. Over 2,200 yards, just under 187 per game, and 38 passing touchdowns, average just over 3 per game.
Impressive numbers for sure. Second down and goal for the Soldiers. Back up the middle. That's Malik Holman. And he's in for the touchdown. And just like that, Lake County doubles their lead 2 drives, 2 touchdowns with the point after try coming up.
Yeah, and especially, too, when you, no matter what kind of team you are, whether it's an all-star game or an established team at the high school level, getting to a point where you're down 13-0 pending the point after, just before the halfway point of the first quarter, that's a hard thing to dig yourself out of.
Kick is up.
And the kick is good, drives it through. Preston Megan out of Tavares drives it through. 14-0 our score. And all of a sudden, Osceola's in a big hole here. How do they get out of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough with that first drive. But, again, usually the first drive of these games is not the best looking, especially in a situation like this where these teams haven't had a lot of time to get used to each other and practice with each other. But hopefully on the Osceola side, they maybe could have shaken some of that rust off. But at the end of the day, this is a game for a good cause. And also, too, when you do play, you cannot act like you're going to get everything back in one play. Just do your thing, try to get it in the end zone, and see where it goes from there.
All right, here we go. First down throw for the Warriors. And there's a flag on the field as well.
Rutland's pass is incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
Looks like it's either going to be a pass interference or a holding, depending on what the white hat shares with us.
And it's going to be pass interference. The chains will move as well.
And that will be a first down for the Osceola County Warriors.
So that's a way to get your first down.
Yeah, it is. As they put the ball at midfield.
First down, Osceola.
Amari Rutland still in at quarterback out of Osceola. Certainly has a rocket of an arm.
Absolutely.
So they'll come out in the 4-receiver set. Rutland in the gun. He'll set up the throw and then pull it down and take it on his own. But met at the line of scrimmage and then dropped. Helmet comes off as well. And a great stop. Looks like that's number 48 for Lake County. Kevin Jackson out of Eustis, 6'4", 260.
Yeah, that was that's second drive, and we're seeing Lake County's run defense. And I mean, I like the play design. Kind of keep it back there, run it up the middle after because you can't expect the DBs to cover that long. But no, the front four for this Lake County side, no mercy thus far.
The Warriors come out in the 4-receiver set again. And this time it's an option. The quarterback keeps it. That'll be Kamari Lewis from Poinciana. And you can see he can certainly turn it up with the speed. Gain of 9.
Yeah, if you're Osceola, just try new things. And I like that play design. You know, kind of fake it one way, give it to your running back, and positive yardage makes it a third and short much more manageable than getting yourself in third and long like that first drive.
It'll be third and short for the Warriors at the 42-yard line. And a quick throw and a connection as well. That'll be good for a first down. The ball may have came out late, but it looks like he jumped on it.
Rutland's pass is complete.
That was a big hit, too. He's very fortunate he held on to the football there.
That's good for a first down. That's Billy Corey out of Harmony.
It was an interesting throw there by the quarterback. It was like you kind of see some quarterbacks, they throw the sidearm, but it was like he threw it and it was like a pitch.
Yeah.
It was really low. But he was able to sneak it in there. So if it makes it in there at that point, who cares?
First down and 10 for the Warriors. Best drive of the game so far. Play action. Hit as he throws. Has a man in the end zone, but couldn't keep it in bounds. And that was a good shot. Had his man in stride, but that'll bring up third down.
Yeah, that was a good throw. We're starting to see the gun of his arm in this game. So I like it, but just maybe move it a little bit to the left because that one, even if the receiver caught it, he was going to be out of bounds.
Simeon Jenkins on the coverage.
That pass was intended for number 84.
And intended receiver Jamario Bradford out of Osceola. 8 players in this game out of Osceola High School. Four receiver set once again for the Warriors. Lewis in motion. They sprint to the far side. That's caught by Lewis. Makes a couple defenders almost miss. Solid throw. That'll bring up third down and manageable for the Warriors.
I've seen Lewis with some good plays today. I mean, had him earlier in the drive with that 8-yard carry, and now with another decent gain. But that's the thing with this Osceola team is you want to get yourself into third and manageable and not third and long, because when we saw it on that first drive, when they got into third and long, that's when disaster strikes for them.
Third down and 6 for the Warriors. Amari Rutland in the gun. Rutland will throw. Throws it end zone and just too far in front of his target.
Rutland's pass is incomplete.
And that'll bring up fourth down here for the Warriors. Offense will stay on the field. Might as well. Nothing to lose.
No. No, again, I love the play. It's just missed that little bit of that connection. But again, that's why you love games like this, because you can do stuff like this. Go for it on 4th and 6 near the red zone and just see what you got.
Of course, we thank all of our sponsors who continue to put their best efforts into this event each and every year, as we all get set for the Cure Bowl here in Orlando, Florida, just days away. Biggest play of the afternoon or the evening for the Warriors. 4th down and 6. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Payoff pitch for Rutland. Pressure in his face. Tries to get it away and throws it away, and that'll be a turnover on downs for the Warriors. So once again, the Lake County defense staying strong.
Yeah, and that's the main thing. You know, you look at – they already were decent, very much more than decent on run defense. But the fact that they're able to get back there and put pressure on the quarterback of Rutland and kind of force him to try and make something out of nothing in there, unfortunately, it was nothing. So for this Lake County team, that just feeds more into the energy and the defense. I mean, I got here around 4:10, and this Lake County team was running plays, practicing, kind of getting juiced up, and it's really translated onto the field. Now, granted, Osceola County is a little bit farther away. Not sure what the situation was there, but you just kind of see the energy and just kind of the chemistry on this Lake County side early in this first quarter.
Jacob Kinsey still in at QB. And they come out in the 4 receiver set, 3 at the bottom of your screen. Kinsey will throw, dumps it off underneath, and unable to complete that one. Looking for Kamari Williams. Heard the footsteps coming down the hallway.
Pass was incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for.
Sometimes when you feel a collision coming, it
business decision.
Yeah. No, I understand, but sometimes you just got to catch it and then just hope for the best. But sometimes you can't fault the guy for a business decision.
2nd down and 10. The handoff off the right side, falls forward for a gain of 4. That's Noah Sleggers from Mount Dora Christian Academy, 5'11", 183.
5 yards on the carry. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for Lake County.
And Mount Dora Christian, another good squad represented here in this game. Won the state championship in the Sunshine State Conference, or Sunshine State League, I should say, a couple years ago.
3rd down and 6 for the Soldiers. Kinsey sprints to the left, and that one almost intercepted, but what a play and a dot for a 1st down, but it could be a fumble and a turnover, and it is. So the Warriors recover the fumble, and they've got a chance to try to get on the board again. That's going to be recovered by number 92, Jeffrey Sinafat.
That's a big play for that Warrior team. I mean, we were already just excited for the catch because it was just barely got in there, but that's why you got to finish the play. And, you know, it does at that point, it doesn't matter how great the catch was. You got to finish the play. And for this Warrior team out of Osceola, that's a huge kind of you're trying to turn the momentum. That's a good way to do it, especially getting the ball on your side of on the Lake County side of the field.
2 turnovers in this game so far. This time the Warriors benefit. Let's see what Osceola County can put together here on a short drive or short field. Looks like Amari Rutland still in at QB. Comes out in the gun. And they hand it off. Nowhere to run. Wrapped up in the backfield. And that Lake County defense has come to play. Loss of, call it 2.
Yeah, again, this Lake County rush defense is getting back there fast. And, I mean, you saw the jersey from the running back stretch as he's trying to get away. And, I mean, granted, some jerseys are stretchier than others, but the fact that these defensive linemen are getting back there and holding on is a big deal.
So that'll make it 2nd down and 12 for the Warriors. Under 2 minutes to go. Rutland pulls it down and takes a hit. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he ran into a host of soldiers there. I mean, just when it looks like that Rutland is going to take off, I mean, there's just a sea of Lake County guys there.
Yeah.
And really, it doesn't matter what side of the field that they're on. They're going to collapse on you and collapse on you hard. And, I mean, you look at defenses like that, it is very hard to overcome them, especially when you're a little bit one-dimensional to start. But if they can figure out how to get through that run defense, they should be okay. But right now, that run defense of Lake County is swarming all over the place and has been stifling this Osceola offense. Excuse me.
So 3rd down and 11 for the Warriors. Kamari Lewis back in at quarterback, the speedy receiver. Lewis trying to get to the edge. He does. Check out the speed, man. Still on his feet, down the sideline, and hit out of bounds at the 10. That'll be good for a 1st down. Lewis may be the fastest player on the field, Conrad.
Oh, absolutely. That's the guy you want to get going for this team because we saw kind of what he could do on that last drive, but this is where you can start blowing it wide open. And the fact that he can get to the corner, stay in bounds, and just hit that 2nd gear, 3rd, 4th, even overdrive gear, that's what you want. And you got to feed him and get him going early and often.
Playbook is wide open here for the Warriors. 1st down and goal at the 10-yard line. Warriors were inside the 20 on their last drive, unable to capitalize. Let's see if they can punch it in here. Rutland sprints to the left, throws, end zone, and intercepted. And he's got a convoy and pushed out of bounds. And another turnover for the Warriors. Points look promising, but no prosperity. And the Lake County defense once again stands up.
Yeah, that's a where's my apple? I just committed a turnover. But anyway, no, that's tough. That's a tough deal if you're Osceola because you've had 2 drives now that have gotten in the red zone that one was a turnover on downs on the incomplete pass, and now you have the one that was intercepted. Luckily for Osceola County, they were able to get him down because if he got past that last tackler, he was gone. So the fact that worked out is great, but they got a lot of work to do.
Lake County with the ball again. 1st down throw. Jenkins over the middle in traffic. Caught. Heck of a play. Gain of 12. Amarion Jackson.
I mean, just great spot for the quarterback and way to go for the receiver of Jackson to go up and get that.
Maybe the toughest catch of the night so far. We've seen 2 good ones.
You know we're going to do something here in the 1st quarter, right?
All right. First down handoff. Up the middle.
The handoff is
Gains.
Gains.
And he gains about, actually gains enough for a first down.
You can tell he's running hard on this grass, because when he was tackled there, he was still running, and you saw some of the grass and dust kick up.
So Lake gets the ball in Warriors territory. First down. Handoff. Gains again. And he'll gain 5.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the Gaines versus Lewis show, at least on the ground.
Yeah.
Got a good one brewing here between the running backs.
So after the end of one, it's 14-0 Lake County, and we'll have a special ceremony to represent and show awareness to people who are here to honor family and friends affected by cancer. You're watching Varsity Sports Nation, the Cure All-Stars game.
I've always been a baseball fan. I grew up playing ball, and I still love playing today. As I got older, I found out that both of my hips had severe arthritis, and I was facing 2 hip replacements. I've had a fear that I would never be able to play ball again. I looked at Dr. Rust, his interest in sports. I said to myself, that's the man I want to see. Orlando Health turned my life around, enabled me to do what I've always enjoyed most, and that's to get out and play ball.
Back here for the start of the second quarter, Lake County up 14-0. And Lake County on offense, quick pitch to Gaines, making a couple defenders miss, and it chopped down eventually near the line of scrimmage, loses half a yard. It'll bring up third down and call it 7.
Yeah, as I said in that first quarter, it's the Gaines versus Lewis show, at least on the ground, but I keep referencing this Lake County team. They have been very good on all facets of the ball thus far, on defense and on offense.
Third down here for Lake. Once again on the ground, Gaines up the middle. Special running back still on his feet, dragging defenders. And a first down and a whole lot more as he gets near the 20-yard line.
He's already got a touchdown on the evening, trying to get another one. But, I mean, he is so hard to bring down, and he runs it mostly up the middle.
Lake County using tempo. Jenkins gives it to Gaines up the middle again. Doesn't get a huge play this time, but does fall forward for a positive gain.
That was a good swarm there by the Osceola defense. Just once a hat got to the man with the football, bring in more. And, you know, if it takes 3, 4, 5 guys to slow him down, good, because that turned it from what it was as a 3-yard gain, and it could have been closer to 7.
Second down, Ray Jenkins pitches it to Gain, no surprise. Makes one defender miss and gets inside the 10-yard line. And that'll make it second down and 2.
Yeah, this Lake County team just having fun with it now.
Third and 2, excuse me.
You don't see pitches too often, and you have to be you can't do it all the time, but if you time it just right, you get the defense to pull to you, and if you pitch it outside when the defense is moved inside, it allows to get a lot of yards.
It's been an easy night for Ray Jenkins. Just give the ball to Gaines. He's done the rest. Oh, snap goes over his head, does recover, and he'll throw it out of bounds. Smart play there from the Umatilla quarterback.
Yeah, very smart play. A lot of times in those situations, the guys usually just fall on it, which the ball's dead right there. But the fact that he was able to get back, stay on his feet, and throw it out of bounds, this makes it a much more manageable fourth down.
So it'll be fourth down and 1. And they've had no problems on the ground. Tymir Gaines has carried the workload in this game so far for the Soldiers. We'll see what they do here on fourth and 1 inside the 10. Receiver comes in motion. Gaines up the middle. That's good for a first down.
Picked up a yard. It'll be good enough for a first down. It'll be first and 10.
Hey, sometimes it's not pretty, but that's if you only need a yard and you get it, that keeps the chains moving, keeps the clock moving, and keeps this drive alive. And this Lake County team, I mean, they had the one drive they weren't able to score on, but they just have been able, when they've gotten the ball, they've been able to control the clock.
Tymir Gaines out of Mount Dora. 4 players in this game out of Mount Dora. Oh, snap goes through the hands this time of Jenkins. This time, he won't be able to recover, and the Warriors capitalize on the turnover.
That was tough. I mean, it looked like Jenkins was going to be able to pull it back in, but the momentum he had trying to pull it back in just threw the ball even farther back and away from his teammates. But if you're Osceola, you'll take it as you'll take it because it prevents Lake County from getting back in the end zone. And they gave up those 2 early touchdowns in the first half of the first quarter. They have not given up any touchdowns since. So that's at least something positive to look at for this Osceola County squad.
So Lake County turns it over, still with a 14-0 lead, 9:24 to go here in the second. And the Warriors will try to get on the board here on this drive. New quarterback for the Warriors, Xavier Brown out of Toho. He'll throw on the first play for him tonight. One-handed grab almost made on the far side, but falls incomplete. Intended receiver was Trey Punter out of Toho as well.
Yeah, we'll see how Mr. Brown does. Only, again, the only one quarterback listed on their roster, number 87 of Rutland, so see what he can provide as well.
And Kamani Lewis in at QB now, turning on the Jets. Look at the kid run. Put him up, put him down. Gets a huge chunk as he crosses the Lake County 40.
I told you, Jared, it was going to be the Lewis versus Gaines show, at least on the ground in the run game, and we're seeing that speed that we saw in their last drive. I mean, once he gets into open space, good luck trying to bring him down.
Kamari Lewis remains in at quarterback out of Poinciana. He'll keep it, looking to throw, and just gets rid of it.
Lewis' pass is incomplete. Tonight's athletes are fueled by
I like both teams kind of going into their, not quite their bag of tricks, but at least deep into the playbook. We've seen a pitch already on the Lake side. Now we see a kind of a toss over to the running back, and he kind of goes in motion to throw it. So, I mean, just, again, try things.
Yeah.
It's one of those, this is one of the few football games you'll play in your career where trying things isn't frowned upon.
Right. Only playing to bring awareness and honor those who have been affected by cancer. And a handoff off the right side. That's going to be Xavier Brown, the Toho running back.
Yeah, it looks like Lewis and Brown are kind of switching between being running back and quarterback here. So,
yeah.
Hey, we'll see how that works on this drive.
I feel like we've seen a lot of creativity from the Warriors, but they just haven't been able to put the ball into the end zone or capitalize anything for points. The formula's been pretty simple for Lake County, but we've seen more creativity come from the Warriors.
What's that thing that SpongeBob said? Imagination.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Except, he provided the rainbow. I can't do that.
Yeah. Let's see what kind of imagination the Warriors have here on 3rd down and 7. Kamari Lewis hands it off. Up the middle, good gain, still on his feet, and that'll be good for a first down.
Running back for Osceola picks up the first down.
I mean, he just ran in there like a bowling ball, just bouncing off all the pins that were the defense. I mean, the lane was there, and it continued to develop up the middle. Great run.
Warriors going with some tempo. Back to the ground, and a huge chunk again. That's good for a 9-yard pickup.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure, that might have been number 82 of Nathaniel Bennett, maybe.
Nathaniel
Barnett, excuse me, I'm not
Osceola.
sure. I saw an 8 for the first number.
Yeah, hard to get a read on those numbers from up here. Back to the ground again. He's been solid so far. And then a late flag comes out at the end of the play.
And we'll see what it might be holding since it came out quick, but it might also be a face mask. I'm not sure.
Personal foul. Face mask.
So it will be a face mask on Lake County. That'll be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Warriors.
Yeah, that's if you're this Warrior team, take advantage of what the defense has given you, and took a few drives to get this offense kind of going, but now that the offense has found its rhythm and its identity, and couple it with penalties, just take advantage of the short field that Lake's given you.
First down and goal for Osceola County. 3rd time in the red zone in this game. Haven't had any points to show for. And another penalty, and this time it's going to be early movement against the Warriors. Looks like that's going to be Wade Cordell out of St. Cloud who moved early.
That's a tough deal there for Osceola County. You get the benefit of the face mask penalty, and then you give 5 of it back. But sometimes in these situations, more room to work, because it's not as tight trying to get into the end zone.
Still first down and goal. Lewis keeps it on the QB design, finds a lane, gets to the boundary, stays in to get near the 3-yard line.
2-yard line.
Man, he's got some wheels, Conrad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this for Osceola to continue to give itself a chance in this game, you're going to have to rely heavy on Lewis. We've seen some good stuff from Xavier Brown, but this Lewis guy, that guy's got some wheels, like you said.
Brown hands it off. Up the middle. Lake County stands up the run, and it'll bring up 3rd down and goal.
It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line.
I think if you're Osceola County, try to give it to Lewis if the lane calls for it, but if not, maybe try some trickery with him to kind of pull the defense one way and sneak it in the other direction.
So it's going to be Lewis and Nathaniel Barnett in the backfield. Barnett, the running back, out of Osceola. Lewis to the right side, trying to get to the power line, rolls in, untouched, touchdown, Osceola County. First points of the evening for the Warriors.
Love the play call. I kind of said at the beginning, you kind of maybe want to draw up a play to fake it to him, but the fact that you had it trips out to the right, that adds 3 more blockers for you. He followed his block and kind of snuck in what little hole was left on that right side. Great play. Love it. That's what's going to keep this Osceola team in the game.
Osceola gets on the board. Lewis, one of the 5 players in this game for Poinciana. And in to attempt the extra point for the Warriors. It's going to be Jermadave Santos Velez out of St. Cloud.
Gosh, I'm wondering, you look at kicks that have both lines and the crowd, you almost wonder, do you think it's more nerve-wracking to do it this way or to have it when it's just a complete massacre of everybody?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he made the kick, but I feel like it would be more nerve-wracking to just have snapper, holder, kicker.
Yeah.
This is my opinion.
Yeah. All right, we got a 1-score game, 14-7, Lake County in front with 5:45 to go. Actually, you know what? We'll keep things here. We're rolling here for the Cure All-Star game. Jared Oliver, Conrad Volch on the call. As always, we appreciate Varsity Sports Nation and the partnership by the Cure All-Star game as well. And we're ready to roll here. Lake County back on offense. 1st down and 10 from the 35. And they go to the touch pass here. That's going to be Kedrick Powell out of South Lake. Picks up 8 on the play. No, check that 9.
Yeah, Powell, another guy to watch out for from that South Lake team. Over 1,200 yards receiving this season, just under 93 yards a game, 9 total touchdowns. He had 4 Player of the Game awards this year.
Jacob Kinsey remains in at quarterback. He'll throw. 2nd and short, steps up, feels the pressure, and he'll go down. Ricardo Sanchez out of Poinciana gets the sack.
Yeah, this Osceola County team, since they got that touchdown, you can see the energy, and there's, I don't know, there's just something feels different on the defensive side of the ball now.
3rd down and 4 for Lake County. Pump fakes, has time, throws in traffic, and that one's intercepted. Heads up play by Caden White from Toho. Another Toho player makes a play, and another turnover here for Lake County. And all of a sudden, the Warriors have a chance to level things here with a touchdown.
Yeah, it's funny when you look at certain games or certain even halves. I mean, the way the first quarter started, it looked like it was going to be all Lake County. But then when that turnover happened, that turnover happened, and it just kind of was the game of turnovers on both sides. But then when Osceola finally settled in and is just kind of relaxed and been themselves, it kind of feels like it's switching to the Osceola side here.
Yeah. So perhaps we're seeing the Warriors of Osceola starting to settle in here. Kamari Lewis has been the man driving things for this offense for the Warriors out of Poinciana. Scored the first touchdown for the Warriors. 4:55 to go here in the first half. And they start this drive with solid field position. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. And a handoff again off the right side. And looks like that's Nathaniel Barnett. Continues to just roll off of defenders, but there is a flag.
We'll see if this is holding. Last time we thought it was holding. Oh, it's defensive penalty again.
Oh.
Wow.
Personal foul. So that'll give a first down to the Warriors. And Warriors, Soldiers territory. Warriors, Soldiers, Warriors. We'll figure it out eventually, folks.
Yeah. They're both in battle, so that adds to the confusion.
Yeah. All right, so it'll be first down and 10, Warriors at the 39-yard line.
First and 10, Osceola.
3 receivers at the top of your screen. There is no blitzing in this game. Lewis will look to throw, feels the rush, and gets rid of it.
Lewis's pass is incomplete.
Kind of liking them having Lewis in a quarterback. He really provides that. I don't know. It just kind of, you got to stay on your toes with him because when we saw Rutland in earlier, it was kind of more one-dimensional. But with Lewis in, he's mostly known for his running skills, but the fact that he can provide that dual threat part of his game, something to watch out for as the game continues to roll on.
Nathaniel Barnett, the running back, gets the carry, gets free on the right side. Another good gain for Barnett, gain of 8.
Yeah, we were talking earlier, with Lake County's run defense being as strong as it is, and so far this Osceola County team has been able to figure it out and carve through it. And that was what I thought was going to be the big thing that Osceola needed to do to have a chance, and so far they've been able to figure that out.
3rd down and 3 for the Warriors. Lewis sets up, unloads, downfield. He's got 2 guys down there and falls incomplete. Good battle in the end zone. Intended target, Jamario Bradford out of Osceola. Good coverage by number 8 for Lake County, Simeon Jenkins out of Tavares. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Looked like number 6, or it might have been number 6 or number 8 back there. I think it was either Evan Couch or Ethan Moyan there for Osceola. If it had been tipped up in the air just a little bit, he was right there to try and catch the potential touchdown there.
4th down and 3 for the Warriors. Got a lot of options here. Nathaniel Barnett's been good. You got the speed of Kamari Lewis. .330 to go here in the first half. They come out in the 4-receiver set again. Lewis trying to draw Lake County off sides. They do snap it. Barnett up the middle, hit hard, and I don't know if he got it. And he's short. Lake County survives the turnover, and it's a turnover on downs for the Warriors.
That's a big stop there for Lake County because Osceola's running back looked like he had a head of steam and was going to get at least a yard or 2 past the marker, but he got hit right before that line to gain, and that's a huge play for that Lake County defense, especially when Osceola looked like they were starting to get momentum there.
So the Warriors defense has been able to come up with 2 turnovers. Let's see if they can do a 3rd here. Lake County in the driver's seat. 1st down and 10, handoff up the middle for a gain of 3. And that's number 24, Noah Sleggers out of Mount Dora Christian Academy. And he's coming up limping, and he'll finally go down.
Florida's first dedicated.
So we've got an injury timeout. We'll take one as well. 14-7 your score, 3:06 to play here in the first half. This is the Cure All-Star Game.
I've always been a baseball fan. I grew up playing ball, and I still love playing today. As I got older, I found out that both of my hips had severe arthritis, and I was facing 2 hip replacements. I've had a fear that I would never be able to play ball again. I looked at Dr. Rust, his interest in sports. I said to myself, that's the man I want to see. Orlando Health turned my life around, enabled me to do what I've always enjoyed most, and that's to get out and play ball.
Welcome back to the Cure All-Star Game. Noah Sleggers was carted off the field. Looked like a lower leg injury. Hopefully he'll be okay. That's the last thing you want to see in a game like this. He is being helped off the training golf cart, if you will. He'll remain on the sideline. It looks to be like a lower leg injury.
Picked up 2 yards. It'll be
that's one of the few things you don't want to mess with is legs or head injuries. So good on the staff here to get that taken care of.
3rd down and 4 for the Soldiers. Sprint right. Throws near the sideline, and that'll fall incomplete. Good coverage by Evan Couch out of Celebration.
Marcos Padilla from Southlake. Pass was incomplete.
Yeah, good defensive coverage there, and I think even if the ball would have got there, or at least caught, I think it would have gotten knocked out right away. So this Warrior team has been starting to figure it out here, and I think for Lake County they got to get at least another first down and continue to milk this clock to take the momentum back.
So it's 4th down. Landon Dodd out of East Ridge will come out to punt it away. Near the 20, and it's blocked again. And it's scooped up, recovered. Warriors once again set up with great field position near the 25-yard line. We've got 2 block punts in this game, and, man, we've seen some explosive plays in this first half.
And plenty of time for this Osceola team to get it into the end zone. But, yeah, it's already rare to see 1 block punt in a game. We've seen 2 in the first half, one on either side.
Welcome to the Cure All-Star Game. So once again, the Warriors with a chance to tie with a touchdown. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 15.
And for Osceola, you don't have to. This isn't just 4 downs and that's it. You can at least if you want to go the route of just getting a first down, you can at least get to the 5.
Kamari Lewis in at quarterback. 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go. And that's for no gain, brings up 2nd down.
That was looked like the running back's number was 27 back there.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we do not have him on our list.
Picked up, no gain on the play. 2nd down, 10.
2nd down and 10 for the Warriors. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Lewis keeps it on the option. And wrapped up for a short gain.
Number 7, Kamari Lewis.
That was a great run. I mean, even better on the defense because Lewis is able to get stopped on a dime and cut it back inside, but that Lake County defense made sure that he did not get any more yards past the 3.5 that he gained on running towards the left side.
Tiger Darden on the hit out of Southlake brings up 3rd down and 7. Four receiver set for the Warriors. Lewis, QB design run. He's got the speed to get to the outside and picks up the 1st down before being spun down, and that'll move the chains for the Warriors.
Like looks like the referee on the Osceola side got hit as he was putting his arms in the air to stop the clock, but luckily the momentum of the player that was rolling towards him was slowing down.
50 seconds to go here in the first half. 1st and goal, the Warriors with a chance to tie with a touchdown. Kamari Lewis has been special tonight for the Warriors. Already 1 rushing touchdown. This time they hand it off up the middle and in for the score. Xavier Brown out of Toho gets the 2nd touchdown of the night for the Warriors.
Touchdown, Osceola Warriors.
Well, now we got ourselves a game, Jared.
We do.
30 seconds to play.
And in the open, I mentioned how we're used to seeing a low-scoring affair, at least in the past couple of seasons, but we could be in store for a shootout potentially here at East Ridge High School.
We'll see if it's if we get a scoring affair similar to the Army-Navy game today or the Cricket Celebration Bowl. We'll kind of gauge it in between the two there.
Santos Velez drives it through. We are tied here at East Ridge High School, 14 apiece with 30 seconds to go. You're watching Varsity Sports Nation. Back to East Ridge High School. Lake County trying to respond after the Warriors touchdown.
Number 13, Jacob Kinsey on the key.
And that time Jacob Kinsey goes down. The sack in the backfield.
Check back, loss of 1.
Loss of 1.
And 11. Timeout on the field.
And there's a timeout on the field.
Timeout.
It'll be timeout by the Warriors. So we've got a pretty good ball game here. 14 seconds left in the first half. 14 is your score. We've seen the Warriors rally. Lake County with some turnovers throughout this second quarter and late first quarter as well. It's anyone's ball game, and that's exactly what we want in a game like this.
Absolutely. Well, it's a testament to this Osceola County squad because when Lake County had possession, I mean, they scored those first 2 touchdowns before we even got halfway through that first quarter. But it's kind of one of those things where if you give the other side a little bit of hope and make just enough mistakes, it might start swinging. And so far it has. And this Osceola team, they're not satisfied with just Lake running out the clock going into halftime. They've got 3, now 2 timeouts left. They want to try and see if they can get the football back and maybe sneak another score in.
All right, Lake County, 3 timeouts. What do you have drawn up with 14 seconds left? And we are trying to get a clock adjustment. 25 seconds on the clock. It's an all-hands-on-deck effort here at East Ridge. So we're good to go. 25 seconds on the clock. Lake County with 3 timeouts. 2nd down and 11. 5 receiver set, empty backfield. Unloads over the middle. Great catch. in Warriors territory near the 45-yard line. That's number 12, Kedrick Powell out of Southlake. He's been busy tonight. And that'll be a timeout on the field by Lake County.
Yeah, Brad Lord, this Southlake head coach for this Lake County squad, came flying down the field to get that timeout off.
So 19 seconds to go. They did fix the clock before that previous play. And we'll see what they can draw up here. I mean, you got 19 seconds to go. You spread it out. You see what you can get maybe downfield, maybe a pass interference, and maybe a catch in the end zone. Why not, right?
Well, yeah, and especially no matter what kind of game it is or what level, if you can score before the end of the half, I mean, that momentum carrying over to the second half, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
So if they can, if this Lake County team can get it in the end zone, that would be huge, especially after losing that 2-score lead.
Yep.
But if you're Osceola County, keep them out the end zone.
19 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for Lake County. Warriors do get the ball to start the second half. Empty set here for Jacob Kinsey. He's got an arm. Pressure in his face, pulls it down on the design run. Room to run, trying to get to the sideline. Stays on his feet. Flags fly out. Stays in bounds. There are flags, but he does pick up the yardage to move the chains.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get 15 more yards after a face mask. We'll see the official word here from the white hat.
What a play by Kinsey.
Absolutely.
Penalty is a personal foul, face mask.
And it will be a face mask on the defense.
Added onto that run, it'll be a 1st down for the Lake County Soldiers.
So it'll be a 15-yard penalty. They'll spot the ball at the 15-yard line. So now you're in business if you're Lake County. 9 seconds to go. And another timeout. It's going to be a timeout for Lake County.
That's their second charge. They'll have one left here. But
so you got to imagine they would want to put the ball in the air unless Kinsey decides to pull it down like on that last play. You've got a lot of options here if you're Lake County. Warriors get the ball to start the second half as well.
Yeah, most importantly, though, for Lake County, if you do decide to go the pass route and your receiver catches it in the open field, you might be smart just to go straight down, so that way your coach has time or somebody has time to get that timeout off, because if you try to stretch it, that clock's going to keep running and running and running until it gets too close to call. But I don't know. From what we've seen from these offenses, both of these quarterbacks back there, whether it's whoever's been back there, has had some good legs. So we'll see if they decide to go through the air or if they say, let the horses go and run to pay dirt.
One timeout remaining for Lake County. Brad Lord, the head coach for the Soldiers. Empty backfield for the Soldiers. Kinsey will throw, and he'll pull it down. He'll get what he can, and it is a positive gain. And 2 seconds left on the board. They do get a timeout in. It'll be their final charge timeout.
Timeout on the play, timeout.
So barring any penalty, this will be the last play of the first half. And I'm hoping we get something exciting, Conrad.
Yeah, we're kind of in between a crazy touchdown on Lake County to go back up by at least 6 before the PAT, or we might get a pick 6 going the other way. That's what I'm feeling like we're going to be in between here. Oh, they're going to kick a field goal. Never mind.
So they're going to settle and play it smart. They'll kick a field goal. This will be from the the left hash. And this for the lead.
The kick is up, and it is.
And it has just enough at the horn. Lake County takes a 17-14 lead. And is that going to be the end of the first half? And it is. So the Soldiers regain the lead, 17-14 after playing 2 quarters. Warriors do get the ball to start the second half. You're watching Varsity Sports Nation. This is the Cure All-Star Game.
I've always been a baseball fan. I grew up playing ball, and I still love playing today. As I got older, I found out that both of my hips had severe arthritis, and I was facing 2 hip replacements. I've had a fear that I would never be able to play ball again. I looked at Dr. Rust, his interest in sports. I said to myself, that's the man I want to see. Orlando Health turned my life around, enabled me to do what I've always enjoyed most, and that's to get out and play ball.
To East Ridge High School, 17-14 your score. Lake County in front with a last-second field goal with 2 minutes to go. We've got a good game here and could be in store for some dramatics down the stretch. Jared Oliver, Conrad Vogt on the call. The Warriors will have the ball to start the second half. They'll spot it at 35. No kick returns, no blitzing in this game. But we've seen some good plays so far, Conrad.
Absolutely, and I think I still stand by it. It's going to be the Kamari Lewis and the Tamir Gaines show, at least on the ground. But, yeah, we've seen some great football, both sides, defense and on offense. But who knows? Maybe it comes down to the kicking game.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Kamari Lewis still in at quarterback out of Poinciana High School. Listed as a receiver, 5'7", 140.
Putting him in as quarterback has been the difference in this game for this Warrior team.
Trey Punter in motion. They give it up the middle. That's Nathaniel Barnett, and he was busy in the first half as well.
It's crazy when you see teams that make adjustments throughout the game at any level, and like for this Osceola County squad, just moving Lewis to quarterback and Barnett to running back. That really has been the difference, Jared, because they went from down 2 scores to just within 3.
As always, we want to give appreciation to our sponsors and everyone who puts this event on behalf of the Cure All-Stars. Got the Cure Bowl coming up in just a few days. 2nd down and 6. Lewis will throw. And that one caught but then dropped at the last second. Trey Punter couldn't look it in. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one there. It looked like it was tipped on the way to the receiver, but I think if Punter was able to catch, to see it through versus looking upfield before he caught it, I think he might have been able to sneak forward for a 1st down. Looks like we got a stoppage of play for something.
And it looks like
maybe too many men on the field, maybe?
I didn't see a flag.
Or a substitution violation, I don't know.
Maybe a uniform issue.
Maybe, yeah.
Knee pads, thigh pads.
Might be.
Looks like that was Chase Coelho out of Southlake coming off the field, and in comes Tyson Williams in his spot. And the ref still holding things up. Not sure what the conversation is on the far side with the head coach for the Soldiers, Brad Lord. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Third down for the Warriors. And they give it to 5 on the jet sweep. Bends the corner, and that'll be good for a first down. Trey Punter moves the chains.
That's how you make up for the drop. Just erase it, move to the next play, and you know what should have been a surefire first down turns into a first down just a down later. And gotta love the play calling here for this Warrior squad to open up the half.
First down and 10 for Osceola at their own 45. Xavier Brown, the running back, on the right hip of Lewis. He'll throw it far side, and that'll be good for a gain of 4. Caught by Trey Punter.
And forward progress definitely was the saving grace for the offense there, because there was not any cutting up field on that one. But nonetheless, 3 yards here, 4 yards there for this Warrior team. Kind of these small chunk plays, that's gonna help them throughout this second half.
Second down and 7 for Osceola. Three receivers at the bottom of your screen. Punter in motion. Lewis, he'll run it on the far side. Picks up a few.
Number 7, Kamari Lewis.
And that'll bring up third down for the Warriors.
It's the corner, takes the ball out of bounds at midfield. It'll be third down and 5.
Now, they've had a lot of success running Lewis around that right side.
Yeah.
But only about a gain of 2 there, so we'll see. Looks like they're going to move Lewis back to the quarterback spot. See if he runs it to the left this time. They've got the trips out to the left, and that's how they were able to score, except they had trips out to the right on his one rushing touchdown.
3rd and 5 for the Warriors. Brown, the running back. And they keep it on the ground to Brown. Puts his head down, but met by a gang of Soldiers. Stands him up and pushes him out of bounds. Doesn't get anywhere close to that first down marker. So let's see what the Warriors decide to do here.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting call, because it wasn't like you gained no yards, but it just was barely 2. So wouldn't be surprised if we see a punt or if we see them stay out on offense. But it's that tricky area of the field where you're not in your own territory, but you also want to try and get in the end zone. And I would be very surprised if they punted it here.
Approaching the 9-minute mark, offense stays on the field. 4th down and 3 for Osceola County. Nathaniel Barnett, the running back, on the right hip of Lewis. Barnett up the middle, makes a man miss, puts his shoulder down, and that'll be good for a first down and a whole lot more as they get into Lake County territory. What a run from the senior out of Osceola.
We got a late flag that came out behind the line of scrimmage. I'm wondering what that's for. Saw a Warrior lineman with his helmet that came off, so wondering what's going on. But, yeah, great run.
Yeah.
But looks like it's going to be called back. That's tough.
Flag is down at the Lake County 47, and players seem to be walking backwards. So let's see what the call is going to be. Still nothing from the white hat.
I'm wondering, since it happen after the first down was gained? Or are they just going to wave it off? No, it looks like they're going to. No.
Personal foul against the
wow.
defense and a personal foul against the offense.
Okay.
Those plays will offset.
So the plays will, so 2 penalties, one on the defense, one on the offense. It'll offset, and it'll be first down Warriors. So the play does stand. What a huge gain by Barnett.
Yeah, Barnett's been a huge asset to this offense since they brought him in late in that first quarter. The fact that he was, I mean, it's almost like in drag racing where you hold down the NOS button until the very last second and you let it go. He just took off and needed 3, got at least 25.
Barnett listed as a linebacker, but he's been carrying the load here for the Warriors in this game.
Ball is spotted at the 29-yard line of Lake County.
So it'll be first down and 10 from the Lake County 29 for the Warriors. Lewis sets up, has all day to throw. He'll pull it down, picks up 2.
Lewis on the carry.
And not too many options there. Everybody was covered downfield, so at that point, just get some yardage and don't give the ball away.
Second down, 7.
So it'll be a gain of 3, second down and 7 for Lewis. Back to the ground. Barnett
on the carry.
doesn't get a whole lot.
Picked up a yard.
Tackle made by number 45, Chase Coelho.
We definitely got to see if this Lake County run defense can start getting back to what got them that early success in the first quarter. Haven't really seen too much of it since the first quarter, but, you know, sometimes you get ice cold and then you get hot again, so we'll see what comes of it.
Third down for the Warriors. 7:34 to go here in the third. Lewis sets up to throw. Looking. Takes a shot to the end zone. Jump ball and falls incomplete. Looking for Trey Punter.
It's broken up by number 18, Jordan Betances from
that one broken up by Jordan Betances out of Mount Dora Christian Academy.
Looked like if they were able to maybe just sky it a little bit on that throw, it would have been a touchdown, but just also very fortunate it wasn't picked off. But it just was maybe need a little bit more juice on the arc of it, and it might have been able to drop into the breadbasket for a touchdown.
So the Warriors facing another fourth down. They picked up a huge chunk on their last fourth down attempt with Barnett. And we'll have a timeout on the field. It'll be a timeout for the Warriors.
Looks like they're going to kick a long field goal.
Have a field goal attempt.
No, check that, so no timeout. So they'll set up for a 37-yard field goal attempt.
Check that, 42-yard attempt, 42-yard field goal attempt.
So this will be for 42 yards. And that one not even close. Well short.
No good. It will be a turnover on
so Lake County's defense holds strong. Can't convert on the field goal attempt. Score remains 17-14 as Lake County will take over on offense.
And you'll count that as a win if you're Lake County because,
yeah,
I mean, this Warrior team looked like they were finding something, as I've been saying since that second quarter. But if you can get yourself into positions where between the 20s might look pretty, but if you can collapse it near the red zone, you'll take that any day of the week.
And that was a long drive, so give credit to that Lake County defense to keep them off the scoreboard.
That's a tough deal, too, if you're Osceola because you burn 4 minutes and 40 seconds and have nothing to show for it.
Well, here we go. Lake County on offense for the first time in this second half, and they give it to Malik Holman. No gain on the play.
Lake County Soldiers, no gain.
Now, if you're Lake, just continue to burn the clock and go put yourself in the end zone for a touchdown and make this a 2-score game again.
Jacob Kinsey still in at quarterback for the Soldiers out of Leesburg High School. And he'll throw here on second down. Dumps it off to Holman. He'll get what he can. And as he gets hit out of bounds, gain of 5.
After a gain of about 8 yards. Check that, knocked out of bounds after a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Third and 5 for the Soldiers. Holman, the running back. They'll give it to him. Nowhere to go. Brings up 4th down for the Soldiers.
Yeah, it looks like these defenses are starting to settle in on both sides of the football, and looks like Lake's going to bring out the punting unit.
Conservative play call there from the Soldiers. I know you had the lead, but thought that was they had some better options possibly.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't try to put in Tamir Gaines and, get a big run like they've been doing for most of that first half.
Preston McGain back to punt it away for the Soldiers. Back deep for the return, Trey Punter. Low snap, bobbled. Is he going to get it away? Nope. He's got to make a play. Defense barreling down and almost completes it for a 1st down. So a disaster almost turned into a positive play. Intended receiver, Donovan Spears. So it'll be a turnover on downs.
Man,
He had it. He could have made the catch, man. He could have made it.
I mean, it's just the fact that the punter had the wherewithal to pick it up and just knew if he tried to punt it, it was going to get blocked.
Yeah.
So just try to make something happen. It just, unfortunately, the receiver was unable to come down with it. But sometimes in a crazy high-stress play like that, it's hard to keep composure on any side. But that would have for sure been the play of the night.
So no dice on the first drive for the Warriors to start the second half. They've got a chance to take the lead here again. Take the lead for the first time in this game. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Warriors at their 26-yard line. Kamari Lewis in at quarterback.
1st down.
4 receivers set. Punter in motion. Back to the ground to 27. Falls forward after taking a hit.
Yeah, for Osceola, this has been their bread and butter. What has gotten them in position to keep this a close game is their run game. So if you're Osceola going forward, try it, and until it doesn't work, then go to the pass. But your main goal is to keep it on the ground.
That tackle was made by Tyson Williams out of Southlake.
2nd down, 7.
2nd and 7 for the Warriors. Back to the ground. A lot of room to run. Stays on his feet. Falls forward inside the 10-yard line. And the Warriors offense in business.
1st down for the Warriors.
Good running to open up this drive, though.
Under 5 minutes to go. Warriors a chance to take the lead.
How about this Warriors team just staying in it and not letting the scoreboard do all the talking?
Xavier Brown in at running back, up the middle, makes a couple defenders miss. Picks up a few. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Picked up 2 yards on the play. The 2nd down goal.
I mean, how about the way they've responded? I mean, after the missed field goal, then forcing a 3-and-out by Lake County, and then turning right around and just the drive now. The previous drive was longer, but this one has been better than the previous drive.
Warriors started this game down 14-0. They've got a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. Second and goal. Kamari Lewis a throw. Jump ball to the end zone. Trey Punter gets both feet in. That one's good on Sundays. Touchdown, Warriors.
For a Osceola County touchdown.
Well, if Mr. Lewis isn't running the ball, he's throwing it for touchdowns. He's got one through the air and one on the ground. And, I mean, I said it was going to be the Lewis Gaines show on the ground, but who knew? I mean, Lewis can pass it. And that was a good pass, too, right in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, Lewis doing it all for Osceola tonight. And they go in front, and they'll have to point after try to try to extend this lead for the Warriors to 4.
In for the extra point.
And Santos Velez nails it. 21-17, 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. Warriors in front in the Cure All-Star game. The vibes are high here at East Ridge High School. Warriors in front, 21-17, 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. We'll see if Lake County can respond. Here's the touch pass, and not a whole lot of room. Pitch goes to Kedrick Powell. And it's been all Kamari Lewis leading the ship for the Warriors on offense. Warriors started this game down 14-0. Tied it right before the end of the first half. Lake County with a last-second field goal to take a 17-14 lead. And look at this play. Tough play in the backfield. That's going to be a huge loss.
You love the focus there by Padilla to hang on to the football, but in a situation like that, you almost wish it was an incomplete pass. But credit to where credit's due. Padilla got hit, bobbled it, and was able to hold on. But third and long now.
Lake County had the strong start. Now the Warriors got their ears pinned back with the momentum in the game. Third down and long for Lake County. Jenkins looking to throw. Jump ball, and it falls incomplete.
Wow.
Not sure who that was intended for. Nonetheless, no interception.
There was 4 dudes down there between Osceola and Lake County, and any one of those 4 could have come up with it.
So that'll bring up fourth down. So a quick 3 and out for Lake County.
Lake County will move into punting formation.
And that's huge for the Osceola defense. You know, starting the second half off with back-to-back 3 and outs by Lake County. And I mean, if you're Osceola, I mean, talk about a tale of 2 halves. But it really started in that second quarter.
Trey Punter, back to return. And this ball will roll inside the 25-yard line. So the Warriors defense gets the 3 and out, and they have the ball back again with 2:17 left to go in the third quarter. And we'll take a short break. You're watching the Cure All-Star game from East Ridge High School. 2:17 to go here in the third quarter. It is the Cure All-Star game between Lake County and Osceola. Jared Oliver, Conrad Volch on the call, and the Warriors started this game down 2 touchdowns, and now they're in the lead 21-17, thanks to Kamari Lewis leading the show offensively, and the Warriors back on offense again, Conrad.
Yeah, it's like I said, the way that first quarter started, you would have no one would have faulted you for saying this was going to be the Lake County show, but Osceola hung around, did what they needed to do, cut it to 3. It was tied at one point, then it was a 3-point game going into halftime. But, I mean, this Osceola team starting off, touchdown, back-to-back 3-and-outs. I mean, they are in full control, at least in this third quarter.
First down and 10 for the Warriors at the 22-yard line. They keep it on the ground. That's Nathaniel Barnett. Had a great first half, still doing work now. Pickup of 7.
Yeah, Barnett is like a missile coming out of a plane. I mean, you see that little stutter when it first comes out, and then he just takes right off. And he's a hard guy to bring down. They really only had the one time where he had a head of steam and was stopped short, but he's been the guy ever since they made that change at running back at the tail end of the first quarter.
Second down and 3 for the Warriors. Lewis will throw through the hands of punter. They connected for a touchdown on their last drive. That'll bring up third down for Osceola.
That's a tough one there. Kind of reminds you of the dropped catch that A.J. Brown had for the Eagles on Monday Night Football. But it's tough. In all seriousness, though, it's tough because that's a play that, was a surefire first down. Now you got to line it up and do it again, this time at third down.
Third down and 3 for Osceola. Back to the ground. Barnett bottled up in the backfield. We're at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, we've seen Lake County punt it twice. I'm wondering if Osceola is just going to keep it on the ground because the one drive they had, they were able to get the first down on a 4th and short, and it's kind of in that similar range of 4th and 3-ish. So it looks like they're keeping the offense on the field. I would not be surprised if they hand it off to Barnett.
Warriors going forward here on 4th down. 3 yards to move the chains. Barnett, the running back. They snap it. Lewis pumps, rolls right, heaves it downfield. He's got punter with a step. And just too far in front of him. That one thrown near the middle of the field. So that'll be a turnover on downs for the Warriors. And Lake County takes over with excellent field position, Conrad.
I like the idea of the play, but it's just the lowest percentage play at any level is the deep shot. And I think if punter was able to maybe slow it down and cut it back inside, it would have been received. But, I mean, that previous 4th and 3 they had on the first drive of the third quarter, they ran it right up the middle, but maybe they just thought that what the Lake County defense was showing them, they probably weren't able to pick it up. But this sets up a short field for Lake County.
First down and 30 for Lake County. First down and 10 at the 30 for Lake County.
You got the 30 right.
Yeah. They keep it on the ground to Malik Holman. And that'll make it, looks like it'll be second down and 7.
You said 1st and 30. I'm like, wait,
yeah.
Did I miss a penalty? I swear I'm awake, guys.
You can't trust me. Yeah.
That's okay.
10 seconds to go in the third. Lake County will snap it, keep it on the ground. Holman gets the carry, stood up at the line of scrimmage, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. So 21-17, your score after 3. Warriors with the lead as we get set for the closing performance in the fourth. This is the Cure All-Star game between Osceola and Lake Counties. Welcome back to East Ridge High School as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Lake County with the ball, third down here, QB design run. And that is Jacob Kinsey on the carry.
Looked like they, maybe on a small percentage of it, looked like they were going to fake the pitch.
Yeah.
Because the pitch man was available should they decide to use it. But love the play and ended up getting plenty for a first down there.
All right, so it'll be first down and 10 for the Soldiers. Kinsey sets up to throw, cuts it over the middle. That's good. Call it a gain of 7 on the play.
Kinsey's pass is complete.
I don't know, Jared. This, depending on how the Osceola responds after this drive, assuming Lake puts it in the end zone, we might have ourselves a shootout here.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Defensive and offensive MVPs. That'll be after the game. We'll have that award ceremony, and then we will award.
Second down and 3 for the Soldiers. Tymier gains the running back. Kinsey keeps it. Ball comes out.
Kinsey on the keeper.
And
on the play.
Lake County will recover.
Lake County keeps the ball on the fumble.
That's
Evan
tough.
Couch had a chance to recover it out of celebration, but Kedrick Powell was there to recover it.
Tackle was made by number
Yeah,
12.
Lake County very fortunate that that ball was not turned over, because that could have easily been Osceola picking it up and continuing to burn some time off the clock.
Close call there for Lake County. So it'll be third down, call it 2.
And this is looks like it's going to be a penalty for too many men on the field unless they got a timeout off. Oh, they did. So this is going to be timeout Osceola. They were able to get it before the penalty marker came out.
So timeout on the field. We'll take 1-2, 21-17. Lake County driving here in the fourth.
I've always been a baseball fan. I grew up playing ball, and I still love playing today. As I got older, I found out that both of my hips had severe arthritis, and I was facing 2 hip replacements. I've had a fear that I would never be able to play ball again. I looked at Dr. Rust, his interest in sports. I said to myself, that's the man I want to see. Orlando Health turned my life around, enabled me to do what I've always enjoyed most, and that's to get out and play ball.
Welcome back to East Ridge High School. Jared Oliver, Conrad Volch here for the Osceola Lake County Cure All-Star Game. Warriors in front. Lake County driving to regain the lead. It's third down and 8. Kinsey to throw. Looking for the screen. It's caught by Gaines. Not going to have enough to get a first down. But an interesting spot here if you're Lake County.
Pass complete number 5.
Yeah, interesting decision coming up here. If I'm Lake County, I'd want to take the points, but
yeah,
but it is short enough to the point where going for it wouldn't be out of the question. But if you don't get it, then it turns into, well, we're down by 4 still, but again, in this situation, I think it's I agree with the call. Go for it. It's close enough to the sticks.
They will go. Fourth down and 3. Gaines the running back. Kinsey to throw. Dumps it off to Gaines. Makes a man miss and gets inside the 5. So that'll be good for a first down. The drive stays alive, Conrad.
Yeah, that's a tough one there because Osceola was about one man away from getting that fumble recovery, and now Lake County taking advantage of their second chance, if you will, on this drive. So, and like I said, 4th and 3, I had said that was right on the brink of being able to go for it. And great play call, too.
First and goal for Lake County at the 5. Direct snap. That's Malik Holman. And he's in for the touchdown. Lake County back in front.
It is a touchdown.
Mr. Holman ran for almost 1,700 yards during the season, and you see why he was one of the biggest options for South Lake. And I'm telling you, Jared, depending on what Osceola does on this next drive, we could be in for a crazy scoring affair in the final 9 minutes here.
I think Lake County wants to go for 2. Offense out for the Soldiers. The defense comes back out for the Warriors. So they will go for 2.
Lake County will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Malik Holman still in at quarterback alongside Tymir Gaines.
And we'll have a timeout.
And we've got a timeout on the field.
Timeout offense.
It'll be a timeout for Lake County. So this is a big play here. It changes the trajectory of the game going forward. You know, 23-21 now. The running game has been really good so far for Lake County. You got to imagine you either keep it in the hands of Holman or Gaines.
Yeah, I think looks like they decided to not go for the 2. They're going to kick it here. But that's the thing. You got to be careful with plays like that because if you get it, you're called a genius. But if you don't get it, you're only up by 2, and people are questioning your decision. So I like the change of mind to go for the kick here.
So head coach Brad Lord sends out his kicker, Preston Megan.
Number 84, Preston Megan.
And drives it through.
It is good.
So there it is. Lake County back in front, 24-21, 9:04 to play. We'll take one more quick break on Varsity Sports Nation. Lake County regains the lead. The Warriors offense back on the field.
First down, Osceola.
24-21, Lake County's way.
35-yard line.
Lewis keeps it on the option, and a flag flies as he picks up 8.
Number 7, Kamari Lewis on the carry.
I expect Osceola to start going back to Kamari Lewis on their offense because that's been their tried and true. It's either going to be Lewis or it's going to be Barnett, but that's who you have to go with to give yourself a chance here because when they give it to them, it's surefire, but you cannot abandon the run here if you're Osceola.
It'll be a holding call on Osceola. So 10-yard from the spot. And that'll make it first down and 14.
It'll be replay first down. First down and 13 for Osceola.
3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Lewis will throw, pumps, pressure barreling down. Barely gets away and throws it out of bounds.
Lewis gets the pass off. It goes incomplete out of bounds. It'll be second
Great
down,
pressure there from number 45, Chase Coelho, the South Lake linebacker.
That's huge that they were able – they're going to throw a late flag.
Oh, this could be intentional grounding or a legal man downfield.
That's a big call coming up. If it's intentional grounding, it's a loss of down.
Penalty is an intentional grounding on the Osceola quarterback. It'll be a loss of down.
All right, so that'll back up the Warriors even more.
And the ball will be spotted at the 19-yard line.
Can't fault Lewis there. You know, you're trying to get out of a bad play.
Well, it was tough because he was clearly out of the pocket, but he didn't get the ball back to the line of scrimmage. So that's where it's tough.
So So 8:19 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lake County in front, 24-21. Warriors trying to respond. Second down and a mile. Lewis will try to run. He's got speed, gets to the corner, and he'll pick up a lot of that penalty yardage and gets near the original line of scrimmage, man. The kid's got wheels.
Yeah, and in a situation like this, just give yourself a chance. I mean, perfect example, look at the Falcons and the Buccaneers game back on Thursday. It was 3rd and 28, then it turned into a 4th and 14. And in this case, a 2nd and 26 now becomes a 3rd and 12. Way more manageable than if it was a 3rd and 26.
So 3rd down and 12 for the Warriors now.
Looks like we're waiting for something here.
Yeah, they're just trying to get the play call in. Taryn Mallard, the head coach for the Warriors out of Poinciana High School. And they are taking their time, and they do not get the play off.
Flag on the play. With the delay of game against the offense.
And then it'll be a delay of game.
We'll add 5 yards.
On Osceola.
That's so tough because you get a 14-yard rush to get this way more manageable, and now it becomes a 3rd and 17, and that changes up the play call for sure because, you didn't really have to get all 12 of it back, but now it's like, okay, now we have to get a minimum of at least 13 to make the 4th down try make sense.
Jabari Johnson, the Leesburg defensive lineman, out there on the field now for the defense. 3rd down and 17. Lewis sets up to throw, feels the pressure, and he'll be hit on the Warriors sideline. That'll bring up 4th down.
Tackled by number 34.
And the punt unit will come out for the Warriors.
From Southlake, and it will be 4th down and about 18.
So we'll see Kamari Williams and Tymir Gaines back for the return.
This is huge if you're Lake County because what looked like the second half was switching back over to Osceola. Lake County's starting to take back over again.
Soldiers prepared for the fake here. Low snap. They do fake it, and it goes nowhere. A huge play made. And that could be a back-breaking decision for the Warriors. Tackle made by Jesse Barker out of Southlake.
Yeah, that's a tough play.
It'll be 1st down for the Soldiers.
I like the idea, but now Lake County can do whatever they want to do here to continue to move this clock down and, if nothing else, get another field goal to extend this up to 6 points.
Questionable play call there.
Very questionable.
I mean, you're down 3 points. You're trying to stay in the game, and you give the ball back to Lake County, who has a 3-point lead, 7-10 to go here. Now they've got a chance to double it, or at least extend it. 1st down and 10 for the Warriors. Throw in the soft coverage. That's caught, and that's good for a touchdown. One play for Lake County, and they find the end zone. Yael Estevez from Liberty.
How about that?
20-yard touchdown.
How about a one-play touchdown for Lake County? And you got to think that with that touchdown, they are going to be taking back control of this momentum now.
That was Beckman Peters from Tavares, the 6'2 receiver.
Indicate the extra point is number 84, Preston Maggin from Tavares.
We've got some breaking news in the college football world. Fernando Mendoza wins the Heisman. He's the first ever Indiana player to win the award.
Hoosiers. What a great season they've had.
It's up and it is good.
It's crazy to think he was at Cal last year, and that was who Florida State got their first win behind a 7-sack performance, and now he's winning the Heisman in a Kirk Signetti offense.
What an incredible season in the last 2 years for the Indiana football program.
Indiana, Fernando Mendoza.
All the guy does is win. Kirk Signetti.
Or I win, Google me.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy to think because when they faced off against Ohio State, I'll never forget the graphic they put up. Ohio State had the second best win percentage, and Indiana had the second most losses.
Yeah.
In school history, over 700.
A lot of action going around. A lot of college football news. We also have 7A state championship game going down at Pitbull Stadium, Lake Mary and Vero Beach. Here's Kamari Lewis. And look at the wheels this guy had, and we may have a late hit as well.
Number 7, Kamari Lewis on the carry.
That'd be huge if Lake Mary could pull it off against Vero Beach.
Yeah.
Have Noah Grubbs, that quarterback, go out with a state championship before he goes to college.
One of the best to do it in Central Florida, maybe in the state.
Only 3 losses at home in his whole career.
And you got to remember, Lake Mary started off a little shaky this year. You know, they didn't have the firepower that they had a year ago. Had some people transfer. But Noah Grubbs, man, like we've heard all year long, if you have Noah Grubbs on your team, you've always got a chance.
Yeah, and that team had 5 returning starters on offense and defense combined.
Yeah.
And they got back to the state title game. Insane.
Lake Mary, one of the blue bloods in Central Florida. Here's Lewis loading up downfield, and that one thrown just underneath his target. Looks like he was looking for.
That was McGee on the
Sean
coverage.
Newsy.
Yeah, Elijah McGee on the coverage. Did a good job staying off the defender, just putting his hands up in the air and not hitting the receiver. So that's a good play there for the Lake County defense.
So it'll be second down for the Warriors. Second and 10 from the 35. Warriors need points. Lewis looking to throw. Running out of time. Lewis evades the first defender. Buying time, and he'll go out of bounds.
After the scramble, Lewis goes out of bounds.
Nothing downfield. That's secondary for Lake County doing their job.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a 10-point game, but it just still doesn't feel like – it feels like we still haven't seen the last of what's going to be on the scoreboard today. I mean, this Osceola team, and this Kamari Lewis for this Osceola squad has been the reason they've been in this game all day. And I just feel like we have not seen the last of this Osceola team getting on the scoreboard.
Third down and 8 for the Warriors from the 33.
Gosh, I just can't believe it's bowl season next week.
It is. It comes quickly. Got the Cure Bowl coming up in a few days.
USF taking on Old Dominion.
Yeah. Lewis throws it in the gap. That's punter. And that'll be good for a first down to move the chains.
That'd be big time if I think Lewis and punter have had a good connection most of the day, including that corner of the end zone touchdown pass in the third quarter. But I feel like we might see another touchdown from punter. I just don't know where it's going to come from.
On the 24-yard line, first down.
First down. They keep it on the ground. And that's number 27 up the middle. Doesn't get much. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining.
Pickup was for 2 yards on the play.
Under 6 minutes to go here in the fourth.
Second down, 8.
Nathaniel Barnett back in at running back. Barnett gets it. Picks up a couple. Hard-hitting runner he is, Nathaniel Barnett.
Nathaniel Barnett on the carry. Picked up 2 more yards. It'll be third down, 6.
Yeah, Barnett's been a trusted back for this Osceola team all night. I mean, really, when they made that change at quarterback and running back at the end of the first quarter, that was the turning point in this game for Osceola.
Kamari Lewis Comes back in.
Lewis and Barnett have just been that 1-2 punch back there.
So Warriors down 2 scores, under 5 minutes to go. Got to imagine they want to pick up the tempo a little bit here. Lewis stands tall, over the middle, looking for punter, throws it behind him. Could have been intercepted.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You had the perfect play drawn up. It just couldn't execute it. And if that would have been executed, that would have been at least a cut up to the catch it and then curve it around, and you got yourself a touchdown.
So 4th down and 6 coming up for the Warriors. Offense remains out on the field. This could be the game if the Warriors can't convert. 4:45 to play. Lewis looking downfield, throws it, end zone, wide open and caught. What a clutch play from Kamari Lewis.
And the pass is complete for a touchdown.
That's unbelievable.
20-yard touchdown pass.
So throw out what I said. That wasn't even to punter. That was to a whole different guy.
20-yard connection caught by Sean Newsy.
Wow. That's crazy.
Pass was caught by number 10, Sean Newsy from Celebration. In to try the extra.
What a play.
What a play. We've got more down the road.
Yeah.
So much for a low-scoring affair. Line drive kick goes through. Back to a 3-point game. 4:36 remaining in regulation. Lake County remains in front, but we've got a lot of football left. You're watching the Cure All-Star game from East Ridge High School. Things getting interesting here at East Ridge. 4:36 to play. Lake County back in front, 31-28. And the Warriors defense will have to figure out how to stop that guy. That's going to be Malik Holman. Picks up 5 yards.
Yeah, luckily for Osceola, they've got 2 timeouts left, but if they can do it right, they want to try and maybe preserve those for their next upcoming drive. But you're right, Jared. Malik Holman's been the guy to go to for this Lake County offense, and they've been able to equalize the running by Lake for most of this half, but they got to start standing tall here.
Tymeer Gaines has done a lot of the load tonight for Lake County. Now Malik Holman in there maybe to close this thing out. See if the Warriors defense can bow up here. Holman gets loose again, and that's good for a first down.
With the yardage, he picks up a first down.
As you mentioned, Conrad, both teams with 2 timeouts remaining.
First and 10.
But if the Warriors defense can't get off the field, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think if you're the Warriors, I'd still wait before they start calling timeouts because you still got just over 3.5 minutes left. Obviously, Lake County's going to take as much time off the clock as they can, but I would still wait before they decide to burn that second timeout.
No reason to put the ball in the air here if you're Lake County.
Absolutely not. If you miss it, that's a free timeout to Osceola County. And nobody likes free timeouts. Well, if you're on defense, yeah.
Jacob Kinsey has done most of the work at quarterback. And nothing there. Hit in the backfield. Holman nowhere to go.
Stop for a loss.
Now we're at the 3-minute mark, a loss of 2.
I think if you get another short yardage play, maybe within 2 to 3 yards, then you can call your second timeout. But until then, let that clock move because you're not quite in the danger zone yet if you're Osceola.
It'll be loss of 3. It'll be second down, 12.
Second and 12 for Lake County. Kinsey Hands it off. And a good stance there by the Warriors again. And now a timeout burned by the Warriors. Perfectly executed if you're Osceola.
Absolutely. And I think, you know, the fact that first down that Lake County got on this drive, it happened in 2 plays.
Yep.
It wasn't like, you know, you got it close and then they had a back-breaking play to get the first down. It happened in 2 plays, so it kind of you had a quick reset. It's like, all right, again, we don't have to call timeout yet because we only got 2, not 3. And that first play that got them so far behind the sticks, that set it up perfectly. And only allowing 1 yard here sets up a 3rd and 11. Now you just play it because obviously I think if you're Lake County, run the ball, force Osceola to burn that last time out because if nothing else, Osceola can do what they need to do, but they still have to execute if they get the ball back. And if you're Lake County, you got several options, but do not give Osceola a free timeout here.
3rd and long for Lake County.
3rd down, 11.
11 yards to a first down. Jacob Kinsey throws. Far side, and that one in the ground. Intended target was Amarion Jackson, so that will stop the clock, and it'll be 4th down. Exactly what the Warriors would want.
On 4th down and 11.
And that's that free timeout I was talking about, Jared, because now Osceola's got 1 timeout left and 2:12 pending this punt. And, I mean, the ball is, not to quote the famous cliche, but the ball's in their court now. All they have to do is hit pay dirt. You want to hit pay dirt and just get it over with, but you still have the option to try and tie it.
Now the dangerous Trey Punter back. Ball's on the ground, and here's a big play by the Warriors. Can't get the punt to go, and now the Warriors in business to take the lead with 2:06 to play. What a play by the special teams.
And a short field.
Number 24, Ricardo Sanchez from Point Siena.
It's been the story all night. Mistakes on the punt units for both sides. This time the Warriors bow up and they get the advantage.
Ball was down at the 30-yard line.
You know, to think that this game was 14-0 at about the 6-minute mark in the first quarter, insane.
Yeah.
Like, if you're just turning this on right now, this was 14-0 Lake County, and it's 31-28 now.
2 minutes and 6 seconds left to go. Lake County with 2 timeouts. Osceola with 1. It's been a back-and-forth game. Warriors have a chance to take the lead. Kamari Lewis has been special tonight and at quarterback. They keep it on the ground. That's Nathaniel Barnett up the middle, fighting through traffic, and that'll be a gain of 8.
Nathaniel Barnett on the carry for Osceola.
Under 2 minutes to go.
I think just turn it into the Lewis Barnett show here on this drive. Just your success has been your run game. Use it until you can't, and then put the ball in the end zone.
Got 3 receivers way out there on the far side for the Warriors. Second down and 2 for the Warriors at the 22. Back to the ground. It's Barnett, and he'll have enough for a first down.
Goes inside the 20-yard line, good enough for a first down.
And I like the fact they're taking their time, just letting that clock run, because Lake County's got 2 timeouts left, should they decide to use them. And just you don't want to give any time left to Lake County should you be able to put it in the end zone. You want to have control of this game all the way until the end.
Under a minute to go. First down and 10 for the Warriors. Back to Barnett. Stood up at the line.
Nathaniel Barnett on the carry.
Picks up maybe one, and now a timeout from Osceola.
Oh, we got a
and
fight
some
on the field.
extracurriculars as well. And I see a flag as well at the 10.
Flags are down.
And they're still going after each other.
Wow.
And the officials will have to sort this out. Got to remember, a lot of these guys are rival We've seen a lot of rivalries over the last couple years between these seniors.
Yeah, as I said, the two schools with the most players in this game is Osceola and South Lake, and South Lake defeated Osceola in the playoffs on their way to a regional championship appearance. So, not to say that that's who was the start of this whole disagreement, whatever that was, but as you said, Jared, I mean it's two counties coming together for a cause, but that doesn't mean that what happened earlier in the year has gone to sleep.
Exactly. So we'll see. This is a huge penalty.
It looks like the Lake County coaching staff trying to get everybody away from the mess over there, which is to help bring some of the tension down.
This may be the most exciting Cure All-Star game I've ever called. I've done it for 2 years now. This one is a good one. 46 seconds left. Had some pushing and shoving at the end of that last play. Had a flag come out. It's down near the 10-yard line. And the ref's having a long conversation. Go ahead, Conrad.
Emotion's definitely running high, especially in a game like this. I mean, if you're Lake County, we talk about it from the jump. I mean, 14-0 lead. Few mistakes on both sides. Osceola started figuring it out, and it's turned into a shootout. I mean, if you've looked at football today, there was really only 2 games. The cricket, well, there was FCS playoffs as well, but the Cricket Bowl and the Army-Navy game. But the Cricket Bowl, I mean, 21-0 score by Prairie View A&M and ended up losing in 4 overtimes to South Carolina Central. So it doesn't really you'd like to think a huge lead is a guaranteed win, but as we've seen in this game and in college today, no lead is safe at all.
Exactly. Still waiting for an official ruling here.
I would assume that there's going to be a couple of ejections as well, but we shall see what the white hat, his hand signals are.
So they are moving the ball back. So they'll spot the ball, looks like at the 30-yard line, and field position is crucial here. Only 46 seconds to go. No offsetting penalty, so.
I did see a couple punches thrown by the Osceola side in the vision that I had, and then it continued to out of bounds. So I wonder if that was taken into account as to why there wasn't offsetting penalties. But this looks like it's going to be at least a 1st and 25 here.
So Osceola County gets the penalty against them. That'll push them back to the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 25. Can they overcome the penalty to win the 2025 All-Star game here at East Ridge High School?
Still have a timeout left if you want to use it.
So Osceola maybe just outside of field goal range.
I don't know, if I'm Osceola, I'm trying to put it in the end zone.
So both teams still jawing at each other. Some of the Warriors offensive linemen still talking to the sideline of Lake County.
One of the Lake County coaches coming over to talk to one of the DBs saying, "What are you doing?"
I mean, the longer they hold this thing, the more talking they're going to do.
Yeah.
Like, let them play.
I just think it's funny that right now the guys doing the most talking are the ones not even on the field. It's funny how that works, but that's sports for you.
Put the ball down and let's play. Come on.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jared. We're having too much conversation now.
I don't think anyone's been ejected so far. Maybe that's what they're having a conversation about.
Remind folks after the game,
Yeah.
they're giving away awards for the defense and offensive MVP.
So the white hat still trying to make a call.
For that award ceremony. The penalty was an off.
So that was
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
unsportsmanlike against
It was marked 15
the
yards.
Warriors.
First down, 25.
All right, here we go.
25.
Second down and 25 from the 30. Warriors with a chance to win it.
Oh
a lot of room to run. He's got speed, trying to get inside the power line and hit out of bounds. And now the Warriors erase all of that, and now they're back in business with another late flag.
Flag on the play.
On the other side of the field.
Dang, so this might be coming back too if it's a crackback block here.
We've got a soldier down on the field, and he looks to be in pain. What a run by Kamari Lewis, but it could be erased, barring the penalty.
Yeah.
I mean, he went down fast and immediately. I didn't see the crackback. Did you see it, Conrad?
I mean, no. I was looking at Lewis running down the right sideline.
And you got to imagine this is just going to add fumes to the fire with these two teams.
Personal foul against the offense.
Don't have a number on the injured player down on the field. Tempers getting high here. We'll take a break, an injury timeout. You're watching the Cure All-Star game from East Ridge High School. Welcome back to East Ridge High School. So the injured player coming off the field, being helped off by his teammates. And let's hope he's going to be okay. That's Jesse Barker Jr. from Southlake. Took a big hit on the play. And the penalty was going to be on the Warriors, so that'll back him up 15 yards.
Yeah, they're at the 45 now, Jared.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 45.
So they'll spot it now at the 45. So that great run by Kamari Lewis erased following the illegal hit.
The second down, 35.
It looks like the line to gain is about the 8 or 9 yard line, so they got a long ways to go.
So second down and forever. Terry Millar out on the field trying to figure out what to call here. You got 31 seconds to go, one timeout left. But you've got the wheels of Kamari Lewis.
Yeah, if you're Lake County, just play prevent now because you got a ton of room to work with here.
A field goal ties it, a touchdown potentially wins it considering how much time is left. Tempers have flared several times throughout the stretch of this game. Bragging rights on the line between Osceola County and Lake County. Lewis gets the snap, looking to throw, dials it up, far side, and incomplete. Warriors looking for the flag. They don't get it. Simeon Jenkins on the coverage out of Tavares.
Number 8, Simeon Jenkins from Tavares.
I like the idea, but
Number 84.
got to give your receiver a chance to come get it. Looked like he might have stepped out of bounds last second, so it might not have counted anyway. But
Jamario Bradford, the intended target out of Osceola. And that'll bring up third down and 35 for the Warriors. Bradford talking to the Lake County sideline. He's got to get back to run a play.
yeah, kind of interesting to be talking when you're still down on the scoreboard, but I guess that's what county rivalry does to you. I wonder what they're going to call here. Not too many things in the playbook for 3rd and 35.
18 ticks to go.
And it looks like we're going to have a timeout maybe.
Another stoppage. No, it's a delay of game. Or no, is it a timeout?
The white hat waved his hands and pointed towards the Osceola side indicating timeout. So I don't know.
Flag is a dead ball, unsportsmanlike.
So it's unsportsmanlike
Osceola.
on the Warriors of Osceola.
Wow.
So now that'll back them up to their own 40-yard line.
So what once was a 1st and goal is now turned into good luck. Simply because
self-inflicted wounds.
Simply because maybe somebody's feelings got hurt.
Both teams still jawing at each other. What play call do you have for this? 50 yards for a first down. 18 seconds to go. Lewis, pressure in his face, looking for the screen. He's got Barnett. A lot of work to do. Gets out of bounds at midfield. The clock continues to run. Osceola has one timeout to go. Clock is still running. And I don't know if they're going to call the timeout. And they finally call it. I don't know if Mallard remembered that he had one left.
Because that one play was a dead ball, unsportsmanlike, so that's why they were able to get it off, I guess. Yeah.
So we have some players celebrating, but there's got to be a second left.
Yeah, there has to be.
The ref, the side judge on the Warriors side, signaled for the timeout with a second left.
Fourth down. Osceola will use their final timeout.
So both teams will go back to their respective sidelines. 1 second remaining. No timeouts for Osceola.
What a strange ending.
So now, so now Lake County will back everybody up.
We've had what will go down as a fake punt, but what was a scramble, everybody run all over the place play that could have been a first down, and now we're going to have probably if this gets converted, Jared, this will be the craziest ending ever. But I don't know. Stranger things have happened. I'm here for it.
31-28, a second remaining for the Warriors to win the Cure All-Star game. Back and forth contest. Kamari Lewis has been special. Does he have one more trick in his pocket? Lewis unloads. Punter down there and incomplete. And Lake County holds on to win the 2025 Cure All-Star game. 31-28 is your final. And they hold on to win. And what a win for the South Lake head coach, Brad Lord.
Looks like we got more extracurriculars after the play, too. These teams are going to have to be separated.
And they're continuing to jaw at each other. I can see Kedrick Powell in there. And they've got to get these players off the field.
Yeah, there's not going to be a handshake after this game.
A lot of players from several different schools in their respective counties. I'm sure they've had a lot of battles over the last 4 years. So the tension is understandable, but people need to get this under control.
Yeah.
And it looks like things are good. So Lake County holds on to win. Back and forth game. They started the game up 14-0, and the Warriors came back to take the lead a couple times, but the Soldiers hang on to win 31-28. I'm Jared Oliver alongside Conrad Vogt. That is your 2025 Cure All-Star game We'll have post-game ceremonies coming up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week as well.